Hello, my name is Sebastian Suarez. I'm the creator of fighting fantasy game books. I'm based in Quebec, Canada, so I speak French usually. So sorry if my English is not that right, but I will try to explain to you my creation, the a huge series that I have built and create in French, but I wanted to translate in English in order to let the fans, the role playing games fans, has the chance to play this game. So to start with, I'm a writer, like I said. Usually, I'm writing fantasy book, and I'm a huge fans of the fighting fantasy book. When it started in the 80s, the middle 80s, I was a huge fan of Ian Livingstone and also Steve Jackson and Joe Dever with the series The Lone Wolf that everybody knows. Also, I don't know what's the name in English of those books, but there is the Sorcerer of the Fire Mountain. I don't know what it is in English, but you probably know which one I talk. So all those books when it was released, I was buying it. Also, I was a huge fan in the beginnings of the Dark Eyes, the series that you play on the table with the little characters and makes the labyrinths with the books along, and you read the story. So the narrative. It's very storyline. I like creating a storyline, and this is very important for my work. Um, I'm a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, the early Dungeons and Dragons when it started at the 80s and at the end of 70s, 80s, and I was buying everything. I was young, and and then the video games release a lot of stuff too. So I was a fan of Eyes of the Beholders, the 3D gaming, RPGs, also until Diablo and many other games too. So I arrived with a series, and my series it's a four book. It consisted of four book under a series name, a Warrior's Quest. So a Warrior's Quest, you are in a dark fantasy medieval horror style a little bit world called Elvion. Elvion, it's a world that I have created, and I will show you later the maps and everything. Um, but the idea behind that is to create new creatures, new class, new characters, new everything. I'm not someone who like to use the same basic folklore and try to do the GOT clone or Lord of the Rings or Dungeons and Dragon. But in the meantime, what I have realized is that the role playing book, the fantasy fighting books, it started to become popular again. Don't get me wrong. In the 80s, they sold more than 40 million copies worldwide, so that was a huge success. And then they separate, and the gaming falls, and people didn't really know what to do with that because of the computers and stuff like that. Today, the retro, like old Nintendo, old school stuff, come back, and that is why I'm using it. So, the first book is starting 10 years before the series, but it's a part of the series. So, the first book, it's called The Arena of Blood. So, it's in French here, but this is the Arena of Blood that I have released, which is a prelude. It explains the mechanic of the games. It brings some characters that will come back in the storyline later on. Then there is this huge and massive book that I have created, which called The City of the Dead. So I have released first editions, a real first limited edition, in order to see if it's working and stuff is good. There were a few mistakes on it, but I sold the 500 copies like that. So I saw the potential, and all the feedback was regarding the mechanic of the games along with the storyline, which is they told me that the storyline, it's like captivating, a lot of surprise stuff coming up on it. So then I produced this version, which was the first real editions in French, and I sold a lot of copy of this one. And to show you, I want to show you a couple things. I hope you will see a little bit. But this book, you see, this is one of the biggest book that you can have for this kind of concept. So let me show you a couple things. I try to do my best, but like you see, you have the character sheets, you have like the skills that you can earn on it. Then you have the combat sheet, traditional combat sheet information that you have to write notes and stuff. So, and then you have like this huge world called Elvion, and you start here, right here. So this is where your quest would begin, and then you have to explore that. This first book is just there, but after that you will explore everything. You have like the classic the classic rules that I have written. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to do my best to show you the words and stuff. So you have all the rules that I have put, then the storyline, and like I said, this is a huge book with a lot of choice, a lot, and there is a drawing also, like the Haiti sketching style that I have tried to bring, like this, like the real 80s stuff, creatures, and so the idea was to respect the originality of the work. So now I have in productions the French version of the sequel, which is the Haunted by Darkness, which is the next one, and then the other one is already written and it's also in production. So it's the Shadows of Darkness, Shadows of Wars. So it's four book. And three of them are massive book, and the other one it's a little bit smaller. And I have integrated. I wanted to let you know a couple stuff that there is a lot of things that I try to bring that is different. So see, you have some map that you will explore, so that you roll the dice, you move, all the rules are written. And what is amazing with those maps that I have put in some of the games, it's that everything is random. So you arrive, some part no, but a lot of parts are random and bring you to another aspect of the game, to fight a creature that you're not supposed to fight, but you fight this one. And you have random looting also. Also, the two last book I have put, sorry for my English again, I have put a mechanic that you can earn experience, and that is what is start to be very good, because you raise your character with the experience, you level up, such as a video games, and you earn like stamina, skills, precisions, and other skills like that. Also, inspired by Diablo and other games like that, all your weapons and armor that you will find, you will be able to find some gems in order to craft it, your armor, and build it in a forge. So you will have extra stat, like +2 of protections on the head if you have a helmet and you have put gems on it. And so the socketing things, it's very cool, because you adapt your character the way that it's supposed to be, like you want. A lot of innovation that I try to bring that is not on the others type of games book like that. Also, you will play a non-player character, so it will be a playable character, but it will help all the way, and you will have some dual combat sometime. So she will be on the back with an arrows, throwing arrows, and you fighting in the front, and you will have extra difficulties in order to take care of a creature. Also, the creatures, there is a basic creatures, there's the elite creatures. The elite creatures are more powerful, but brings more looting. You have the epic creatures, and you have the mystical creatures, which is very rare to find in this game, but you can find some, like a dragon or stuff like that. The mechanic of the fighting, I change it a lot with first, second, third, and fourth book. In order, I wanted to bring something more challenging. So the way I built it, it's like, first off, with the some weapons, and with the talent that you acquire, you can do like critical damage. You can do like dual combo attack on multiple creatures, slash, stuff like that. Plus, you have to take care each time you hit a creature. You have to roll the dice in order to see which part of the creature you're gonna hit, or which, if the creature is gonna hit you, which part they're gonna hit. So if you have a plate, for example, and it has a protection of 4, and the creature is hit by 10, it reduces 4 point of damage, so you only receive 6 points of damage. So it increased, but like I said, it's a huge adventure. So the creatures come a lot stronger, and they have some spells and stuff, and it goes on and on like that. The storyline, like I said, it's a unique storyline, and there is unique creatures that I have bring, such as a licorai. The licorai, it's like a woman, a mix of a lion and a woman. They are rare creatures, and are always on the council of the kings, which calls a vicar inside that kind of game. But the licorai are the most powerful creature, because the magic is not like the same magic that you use in most of the fantasy games. The magic, it's earned by even the nature, or the divinity. So when you are born, you have or you don't have the magic. It's not like you want to be a sorcerer and you learn the sorcery, and no. If you have it, you go to the high council, the high council of the mage, and then you will develop them the your capacity, your abilities in order to be a mage, and it would be on another books anyway. Also, like a thief, there is another book that I'm working right now. So it's four book right now, but there is other books coming up. So I want to start a Kickstarter or a pledge in order to create it, to traduct. To make the translation in English very fastly and produce it in English, produce them in English. So after that, it will be ordered or very easy via. I will present you a web page or via the Kickstarter or stuff like that. So I will start like that. Um, I have a very good comments on those books right now. Like I said, it's a lot of work behind that because I wanted to bring a lot of new stuff. I don't like to be like just repeat like the others what they do. I want to bring the similarities of the video games industry inside that. I want to bring like the originality of the crafting stuff and development, the characters development in order to play another games, and it will be completely different. The way is completely different. The random maps, along with the looting random creatures, and also because of those maps, I have been able to add a huge list of side quests that you can earn, like frog tongues. It needs 5 frog tongues, and it would give you something. So it's a very unique world, a very Elvian, like the Chronicles of Elvian, and it's a very unique fantasy game book. Uh, I want just a book like that. It's an hours and hours to explore. You will be frustrated at the beginning. You will make like it's no sense. The creature is way too hard to hit and stuff. But you will find another way, and then you will find for example, a huge, massive axe that will help you. Then a friggin' armor, like that warriors can have. You are a warrior inside that. So uh, this is a little bit what I want to tell you. So I will put the pledge when it will be ready here. I hope you will enjoy, and I want to make it very fastly because I think you will appreciate. I have sold a lot of copies here in Canada, and I have sold a lot of copy in France because the book was in French, and now it's time to go in English version. I think you will really enjoy this universe, and I'm proud of my work because it has been one of the hardest work I've made in my all career. I have been in music industry. I have owned a label, metal music labels, and I made a lot of stuff. I developed I helped to develop some CCG games, not Magic the Gathering, but in the time of Jayas and stuff like that. So I know the industry, but as a fan, it's very important that it reflects what really I wanted to see in a kind of book like that. Like the design, the concept, everything. I mean, it's important for me, and I think it will have some success if you enjoy like the H.P. Lovecraft stuff a little bit, and fantasy, dark fantasies with creatures and stuff like that. You will enjoy the games. So thank you for watching this long video. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to make my place right now in the industry, and those 4 books, I want to make it in English very fastly. So if the pledge works well, I can make it in about 3-4 months maximums, and everything would be just amazing. So thank you for your support, and leave some feedbacks and comments. I will be pleased to answer and respond to your questions. Thank you.